Hello everyone, what's up and welcome back to Uma Musume Pretty Derby episode 3. Super keen to jump into this. I think my plan right now is to record episodes 3 and 4 back to back. I'm not gonna upload them on the YouTube channel back to back, but I'm recording them back to back because the plan is I will put episode 3 on my YouTube channel and I'll put 3 and 4 on my Patreon account so that from now on my Patreon account should be 1 week ahead. So, you know, if you sign up to my Patreon account and get the full length reactions, you will also get early access. You get 1 episode ahead of the YouTube uploads. So yeah, I'm excited because I'm going to be watching 2 episodes of this back to back. I'm really looking forward to it. It's such a fun show to watch. It's such a fun game to play. It's such a fun world to be in. It's the sort of thing that, like, my mind, you know, I sort of fixate on certain fandoms at a given time, where it's like, if I'm thinking about something, you know, if my mind just goes blank, what's the neutral thing that I think about at that time? And it generally is whatever the fandom that I'm engaged in at that time is. And currently the fandom I'm engaged in is Uma Musume. It's taken up my mind space. So I'm excited to watch more of this anime because I've enjoyed the first 2 episodes so far. They've been very enjoyable. And yeah, I'm looking forward to watching more. So let's jump into it. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And as I said, check out my Patreon account. Anyway, let's jump into this. Uma Musume episode 3. Yippee! Yeah, on stage. Bam, bam, ba, 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 ba. First big win. Is that in relation to last week's win? Second win. The sound effects in this show are so loud. Like, that crowd is so loud. Yeah, hell of a team. Good job, Special Week. They care about you in concerts. Oh, many of them suck. Karaoke? That'll increase your mood by 2 steps. Aw, Teo. Huge. Hell yeah. Teo, our concert teacher. Oh my god. Oh, Suzuka. We're so ready. It's so funny how they're good at the racing part, but it's the concerts that they suck at. Normally it's the other way around in shows like this. Become the best horse girl in Japan. Aww. Awesome. I'm keen. Oh. Aww. I don't think you can get lucky with both those wins. Oh? Aww. Yay, Saiyan Sky! I do love her vibe. Good job, King Halo. Makes sense. Okay. This is stuff that I don't think about. Hmm. I wonder if we're gonna watch like King Halo in Special Week dueling, and then Seiyun Sky's gonna come from the back and win. She's his second favorite. Make sure to leave the gates on time this time. Hey, she did it! Well done. Oh damn, she's taken off. My gosh, the sound effects in this show is so loud. Good job, good job. Is this the hill? Oh, that sound effect. Good, good, good. She's doing well by the sounds of it. She's staying a distance though. Oh my gosh! Come on, Special Week! Maybe King Halo comes from behind, I don't know. Oh, she did it! Well done. 3 wins in a row? Great. Why'd she bring a Rubik's Cube? I got one. I was about to say, I don't know if they brought enough food. Aw, that's good. Oh yeah, she's still blushing, but she's doing way better. Looks like she might be a bit off time. Her belly. Oh cool, Teo's gonna be in speaker? He didn't even know. Cool. Well, I think she's putting work in. She's not just having fun. Aww. Clips first, the rest nowhere. What are you drinking? Having some champagne. Is she playing Go? Oh my god, gold ship. That actually might be training though. At least that's training your strength rather than just a House of Cards. I guess House of Cards you could... I don't know, actually. Your wit. And you come back. He seems to be working pretty hard. Just... he's not micromanaging them. Okay, yeah, he's got a, like, the Steve Kerr way of coaching. Like, let them figure out their mistake. That'd be nice. Thank you, Suzuka. Aw, they're so supportive. Just a box with some carrots in it. Hell yeah, she's running in a special uniform. There it is, her iconic uniform. Love it. What? Something break? Did she step on something? What happened? Oh, the zipper. She ate too much. Please don't tell me that's gonna cause trouble. Is her skirt gonna fall down as she runs? What's happening? Hell yeah, she got the jacket pull right. Someone's got the Special Week hat. It is a really loud audience. Can barely hear the announcer. Look at that top hat. Ah, so it's gonna be her clothing that's gonna fuck her up. This is gonna be her first loss, I'm sure. I feel like, oh, isn't that episode called First Big Win or something? I don't know. Oh my god, Seiun Sky, Jesus. Yes! Go special week. And King Halo's up there as well. I'm waiting for the clothes to come into it. What? What did you think? Damn. Third. Aww. Third's still pretty good, but... I'm happy for her though, because I like Seiun's guy. That's gonna be the problem with this series. I really like a lot of these characters, so... Oh, she's keeping high spirits, for now at least. Oh, I'm worried about her being alone. Is it gonna hit her when she's alone, you know? Is Suzuka going back to check on her? Oh, yeah. She went to the... It was what Hishi Amazon, I think, was doing. Aww. Oh. Is that Trainer? Nice. Oh. Letting out his frustrations too. That's nice. That's a really nice scene. I like that. Good job. It's my favorite trainer moment so far. Nice. That was a really cute episode. It was like sad, and I mean I got emotional. It was very cute though. I liked it. I'm glad, you know, the trainer. I had like I really liked him at the end there, and I liked what he did there. Like, I mean, when I started this series, I talked about how I had mildly heard some people talk about the trainer character and say that they didn't like the trainer character in this series. And in the first episode, I could see why, because in the first episode, you know, he does some weird stuff. But then in the episodes after that so far, he's just been like a solid character. He's been great, you know? So it's like, I think he's a character with that one like joke that doesn't hit super well, you know? Like I get the joke is that he's doing normal things that you do to inspect horses, but since they're girls, it comes across differently. But like this was a really nice moment. I liked this a lot. Like her being out there so frustrated. I also think it's nice the way they set it up of like, I thought this would be how it went when the two were talking together and she was speaking really upbeat. I thought that it was going to be like when she's alone, it's going to hit her. But I like her backing away, you know, her doing her own thing. Suzuka going like quietly, I should check on her, and goes and checks to see what's happening, sees her crying, but Suzuka's not the one to step in. The trainer's the one to step in. Suzuka just sees it. I just think it's a nice moment because we get the cool little trainer and special week moment that, like, honestly, he should be the one to pick her up out of that dump. But at the same time, it's still like, it shows Suzuka's care for her and concern for her. But also, it keeps Suzuka's, like, you know, she's such a quiet, simple girl. And it keeps her being quiet and simple and not doing, like, big speeches yet or anything. So that, like, if there's any point that she does speak up for a bit more for herself, it's going to feel more special because even in these times, she's quiet. So there's a lot of cool things going on here that I think just work really nicely. But But like, man, this episode went by so quickly. I was just thinking, like, as the ED was going, I was like, it feels like I've just started. Like, I've just started the video. And so it's good that I'm going to be watching 2 episodes today. I'm watching another one, recording another one after this, because I feel like that didn't scratch my Uma Musume anime itch yet, you know? So yeah, I liked this. I liked the hill thing because, like, they got the hill on the in the race, and they show us in this episode 2 different races, but both that have that same, like, hill, that same track. And so we can see how she performs on it the first time and how she performs on it the second time. So we compare those 2 performances, just like she's comparing them in her head, you know? She's like, I had it last time and I couldn't do it this time, which is what was so frustrating. Like, she knew she'd been in that position before and she did it, and then she wasn't able to do it the next time, which is very frustrating. But I like the hill because, like, I just straight up don't think too much about this stuff, and that's what I want out of this series. I want them to be showing me stuff that I never thought about with this series, with racing in general. As someone who, like, I'm not a big racing guy. Like, I like a lot of sports, I would say. You know, my main sport is basketball. I play basketball every week, and I watch basketball. I follow the Golden State Warriors, and so I watch basketball whenever the season's on. I watch basically every Warriors game that I can, which is the majority of them, and I watch highlights of the ones that I don't get to watch. So I watch basketball. I watch highlights of baseball. Like, I watch the Athletics. Every game that the Athletics play, I watch highlights of, or at least I have for the past, like, 6 months or something. And so, you know, I do that. I'll occasionally watch some AFL. I'll watch some, what else do I watch? There's sometimes some NFL, you know, sometimes NRL. So, like, I like a decent amount of sports. But racing sports have never hooked me. I've never been very interesting. And that's horse racing, F1, you know, regular sprints, like, all of that stuff has never really interested me very much. I haven't been very attached to watching people just, like, you know, people just run in a circle and whoever's faster wins. And, you know, that is sort of downplaying how difficult it is by just saying, like, whoever's faster wins. I understand, especially after playing Uma Musume, how much more there can be to it. But that's the thing, like, I am ignorant in that stuff. But I like watching sports anime about stuff that I'm kind of ignorant in, because it teaches me about it, and then I find it really interesting, you know? Burning Kabaddi is an anime. If you haven't seen it, it's not a very popular one, and it only had 1 season, but it was an anime about the game Kabaddi, which is a sport that's sort of like tag. There's like two teams, one on each side, and someone from one team goes over the line to the other side, and they have to try to tag as many people from that team as they can. But the difficult thing is they can only do it in one breath. And the way that they prove that it's only in one breath is the entire time they have to be chanting Kabaddi. Kabaddi, 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 Kabaddi. They have to be chanting that the entire time while trying to catch the other team. So it's like, it's a strange sport that I didn't know anything about. And I watched the anime and I learned about the sport as I was watching it. And I still, you know, it was like a weird anime with not much animation, not much quality to it, and yet it was good. But I didn't know much about it. I ended up watching it. I ended up really liking it and finding it very interesting. When I started watching Haikyuu, I knew about volleyball and I knew kind of the rules of volleyball, but not really, you know? I didn't know much about the positions. I didn't know much about some of the strategy. I just knew the basic rules. But Haikyuu is now my favorite anime of all time. And I learned a lot about it while watching it. Now, sometimes I will watch the occasional volleyball game, or at least highlights of a volleyball game or whatever, because I think it's very cool now. I watched an anime called Iwa Kakaru Sports Climbing Girls, which is about rock climbing. Didn't know much about rock climbing. I'd been rock climbing once or twice, but I still didn't know much about it. And it's about a gamer who does rock climbing, and she's good at it because she's able to solve the puzzle, because she's like really good at puzzle games or whatever, and she solves the puzzle of the rock climbing before she gets onto it and starts climbing. And I learned a lot about rock climbing through that, you know? So I just love when these shows teach me stuff about the sport. So I want this series to just like, it doesn't need to do major teachings, but just give me little bits and pieces of like what makes this a bit more complex. Because simple stuff like the hill, just in my mind, I'm like, and obviously the thing I did imagine there were hill type things only because in the game there are skills that's like increase your acceleration when going downhill or whatever, right? So I knew that there were hills, but you can't really see them in the game. All of it looks very flat. So so this episode sort of like illustrating for the runner, because the runner's going to notice it the most. The spectators probably won't notice it as much as the runner will, running up to it and then feeling their legs on it. They're like, oh my god, I'm going uphill, oh, you know? So yeah, I'm interested in stuff like that, and I like that we're gonna be seeing it. Teo joined the speaker, by the way, and that's a really cool development as well. I love Teo, so I'm glad that she joined. I feel like I've been spoiled that McQueen is also gonna join, because McQueen's not in there right now, but in the ED, McQueen, and I think in the OP, McQueen is like a big part of it. So I think McQueen's also going to join. But, you know, that's a pretty fucking great squad. To get Teo, and then if they do end up getting McQueen, getting her as well, like, I'm pretty sure those are big names, aren't they? It's wild. I don't even know who's on, I forgot what they're called. The sort of like our rival team. I don't even remember who's on that team, because the only one that I knew that was on it was Silent Suzuka, who switched to our team. So yeah, I'm not sure. Also, it seems like there's different coaching styles, you know, and so Hana seems like she's more micromanagey, while this trainer, our trainer, as he says, he's like more laid back. He likes to like take a step back and let them figure it out. He'll guide them, of course, but he won't step in and tell them everything to do. And I like that style, you know, because it's like he's letting them, one, make their own mistakes, but two, also like letting them find themselves a little bit, you know? Sometimes when you're a bit too micromanaged, you start to just do things without really knowing exactly why you're doing them, or feeling the overwhelming pressure, like, if I don't do everything right now, everything's going to come crumbling down. Where it's like, I feel like our trainer is just like taking a step back and going like, hey, try to win now. And then if they don't, he goes, all right, let's adjust things. Let's fix up some little things. And then I'm going to take another step back, try to win now, and see if it happened. Okay, we can adjust things. And I feel like it would make you a bit calmer, and you go like, okay, well, we're making progress, and you'd feel the progress, rather than just like, if he continued to micromanage everything, it would create a lot of pressure and make it much more difficult to see your own improvement. That's the big thing, is like, I'm someone who needs positive reinforcement to learn something properly. If you are the sort of person who teaches with negative reinforcement, you're not going to do shit with me. It's just not going to work, and you're going to be a bad teacher. I know, because my first driving instructor was someone who taught with negative reinforcement, and frankly, he was a shitty driving instructor. Even if he was a good driving instructor and taught a lot of people to drive the way that he was doing it, he could not pick up that it wasn't working for me and continued to use negative reinforcement for me, and that would have put me off driving forever or made me crash my car. He was a shitty teacher for a student like me, and we, you know, dropped him as soon as we could and moved on to a teacher that was all into positive reinforcement, and she was an incredible teacher, and I learned everything from her. I remember at some point, like, I was driving and I went like, I went out of a roundabout, and she went, make sure to remember to indicate out of the roundabout. And I went, oh, sorry about that. And she went, don't be sorry, you're learning, it's fine. And like, just she had such a tone that was so comforting, and I was still like sort of flinching in the same way that like, because of my instructor beforehand, who, like, that would have been a big thing, you know. And I just like breathed a sigh of relief. I relaxed so much, and I was like, oh my god, this is how to learn. and now, hey, guess who indicates out of every roundabout he ever fucking goes into? This fucking guy, you know. I haven't, like, knock on wood, I haven't gotten into a car accident or anything, and I've been driving for, I don't know, 12 years, something like that. So yeah, it's good stuff. Anyway, yeah, that's it for Uma Musume episode 3. So thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I will see you next time. Goodbye.